Hello everybody, Cold Starcraft here with my very first Terran game. We've got the map Lost Temple with Redundant, the red Terran spawning down here, going against Jumjum, I think that's blue, the blue Zerg, spawning up at the top position here. And a little good luck, good game going on, and just going to start this match here. Just wanted to talk about what's going on with this channel. This channel is basically dedicated to replays that are non-pro replays. We'd like to cast just a lot of ladder people. We're just trying to kind of get it off the ground right now. But basically, if you're a ladder player anywhere from bronze to diamond, basically, send in your replays and hopefully we'll get them cast. And be sure to tune in. Although we see Redundant sending out 2 SCVs. One's just to build that 10 supply depot, and one is actually going out to scout. So basically, you can, if you're watching this replay, if you like it, please hit subscribe. Watch the other replays that are on this channel, and if you want to, you can send your replays to coldstarcraft at gmail, because I can type .com. And you'll probably get your, at least right now, you'll get it cast because there's really nobody else. A little micro going on here, able to take that drone down. Oh, that drone was. Now the drone's starting to. This is not going to work out for Jumjum. He got poked quite a bit before he started that fight. I guess he was just trying to delay that Rax there. But losing the drone, I'm not sure if that's worth it. And this hatchery will go down, although Redundant will spot it. So that was a 13 hatch, well, probably a 14 hatch, and we see a really early gas actually here by Redundant, and saturating it really early. That could be going for some early tech. We'll have to see what he goes for. Could be siege tanks or maybe even Blue Flame Hellions. That's Blue Flame Hellions could be really good against an early expanding Zerg who's left with defending mostly with speedlings. So they both know they've spawned pretty well across from each other, and we just basically see a macro style game right now. A factory going down before even a single marine's out, so we're definitely going to see some quick tech. What tech we're going to see is really up in the air, although I don't believe it'll be Hellions, just because you would normally see an add-on going onto that Rax to swap out. But there still is time to drop down add-on, although really, regardless, there should be an add-on on this Rax to support this factory, whether it be a reactor or a tech lab. But we'll see here. Jumjum is just dropping a spine crawler for some early defense in his main, not actually in his 2 spine crawlers going down in the main instead of going down on the early expansion. And we don't see any lings on the field. Although I think that was a starport. I'm just looking for lings. I don't see any. We're going to go check Redundant's base. And there is a starport, and there was a tech lab that I missed here. And then, whoopsie, I hit the pause button. I meant to go to production. So we do see a switch, and we do see Hellions coming out. So I was totally wrong. We do see Hellions coming out. And there is a starport coming out here. So we could see Hellion drops. Still a lot of options at this point in the game. Although now there's some Zerglings out in the field. Although they are not speedlings, they are just Zerglings. So they're going to run around and check what's going on. Map control is Zerg's specialty, especially with those speedlings are extremely cost effective. And they're able to cover tons of ground, and then with creep spread they have tons of vision, so map control is really their thing. And this one Hellion with right micro could destroy all these Zerglings. Without speed, and we don't see speed on production, without speed these Hellions can just destroy these Zerglings quite easily. And I think that Zergling got 2 hits off, maybe only 1, doing having 5 HP there. So let's watch these Hellions run in here and see what damage they can do. There really isn't a lot to stop this right now, although a spine crawler repositioning himself on the low ground. Those spine crawlers really can do a lot of damage, but if Redundant stays away from this spine crawler, uses his micro, he can really slow down the Zerg. And Queens are actually very difficult to take out for these Hellions since all their damage is against light, and Queens are not light. Queen's doing a lot of damage right here. Could take out one Hellion. Oh, will he take it out? A little bit of micro saves that Hellion. And now that the Queen is off creep, he's way too slow. This Hellion's like, hey guys! and he just runs in there and joins the party. Although this Hellion is down to 12 HP, so we'll have to see. Although the Queen going after a different Hellion, saving that one's life, but this Spine Crawler is going to be in here to protect this mineral line. Losing a bunch of drones. If we go units lost, wow, Redundant hasn't lost anything yet. Just a bunch of drones dying and some Zerglings dying, and none of these Hellions dying yet. Although there'll probably be one dying here. Will this one go down? Oh, 4 HP. Oh my goodness. And then the Queen's attacking the other one. Oh no. Okay, 2 there. 2 go down. In the original Hellion that had 4 HP lasts to the very end, and then he blows up and parts fly everywhere. I think that's a bumper, and there's a wheel, and that's a... I'm not quite sure. But those Hellions definitely did a lot of damage and slowed down the Zerg's economy. And what do we see here? We see a Marine drop going to go on, and a command center, so doing a lot of damage and then going out and planning on expanding. And we do see a decent amount of SCVs, although we could keep production up on those SCVs. Let's see how this drop does. Flying over the watchtower right now. Not stopping to kill that Zergling, although... well, that Medivac, I don't know if you're watching, this little icon down here just kind of shrugged at me, so... Oh, now it's giving me the thumbs up, so it's telling me it's all okay that we didn't stop and kill that Zergling. But there is going to be a drop. What is there to deal with this? There is the Spine Crawler right in the middle, actually slowing these drones down. If he picked it up and moved it right back there, it could be a better spot. But these Marines are dropping. There's no stim, no shields. And there's a Hellion, I missed that, with this group, so they're going to run in and try to do some damage. Hitting the Geyser, but that's not going to do anything. The Extractor, rather. And trying to take down this Spine Crawler. This Medivac is able to keep this Marine alive. Oh, and then the Queen shows up and starts popping Marines, but this Spine Crawler will go down, so that's going to significantly weaken the base. But there's tons of Speedlings, and they're just going to eat this entire army up. There's nothing you can do about that many Speedlings with that little army, although this Medivac needs to get out of there. Apparently far enough away, but keeping the pressure on. Let's look at income right now. And we've got, they're about even right now. Jumjum has lost a lot of drones. You can tell that in his main. He's got about 1 drone per mineral patch in his main, and not much more than that in his natural. So having trouble keeping that macro style up, whereas Redundant has pretty well full saturation and is hopefully going to expand soon. And right on cue, that orbital command is just finishing. So he's going to move that out. He does have some siege tanks, and he does have the siege tech. And he's going to be moving out to find 3 lings right here. That'll be 75 minerals lost for the Zerg player, and going to drop this orbital command down and take a commanding presence. Now these siege tanks will absolutely obliterate any Speedlings that feel like running in here. These Speedlings especially that feel like running in here will be able to do a lot of damage to them before they actually get to the tanks. And there is Marines and a Marauder to back them up. So, and a big transfer of workers here. Good macro by Redundant, and Jumjum, we should put on the production tab. Jumjum is getting out those Banglings. He really wants to destroy those Marines. Banglings. Marines can deal with Banglings, although it takes a heck of a lot of micro, takes a lot of skill to get away from those Banglings. But Banglings are a perfect idea for a Zerg player who's having trouble with the Bio Terran build. And how many queens do we see? 3 queens, although this one has got a lot of energy. And there is a bunch of creep tumors out here, but Redundant is scanning and able to pick a lot of them off. Scanning, you could have got a mule out of that, but at the same time, oh wow, sieging up at the right time, destroying all those Banglings before they could get in. Now these siege tanks are going to do a ton of damage to each other. The thing is with Speedlings, they can kill siege tanks because they get a surround, and then the other tanks, they basically kill each other. So that's actually quite a good strat. Siege tanks doing tons of damage to each other, but this Terran ball is just balling up as close as it can, trying to defend against those Speedlings. Was able to deal with that quite effectively. This siege tank will probably be sieging up soon. We'll have to see what we have 10 more Banglings on the way, so hopefully the siege tank can siege up and kill them before they get there. Where are they spawning? They all are right here, and they are waypointed right into the group, and they have the hook, so they're running in there, and they're going to do a ton of completely obliterating the front of that Terran force, although there is a couple Marines left. 10 Banglings was not enough to kill the entire army. But now the drones turning in, and really Jumjum is in a disadvantaged spot. There's a siege tank reinforcement sieging back here and just blasting into the group. There is no Marines or Marauders left. They all died. Most likely to the siege tank AoE, and now we see the Zerglings get a surround on that tank, and then the tank blows the crap out of his friend there, and that's quite unfortunate, the AoE damage they do. This one Marine trying to get healed up by the Medivacs just wasn't able to do it, but Jumjum's really at a disadvantage, although holding on well. Those Banglings can really change the tide. Some Speedlings running in, then running away. They're so quick, and we see 4 more Banglings coming in. And there's a lot of money for Jumjum. He's got about 1,000 minerals, 800 gas. This Spine Crawler, trying to be a ninja Spine Crawler, set up in the back. He's not going to be able to do it. He is going to get sniped, but these Banglings are going to come in the back, and boom, boom. Oh! Oh, he was able to pick them up. Oh, he was able to pick 2 Marines up, and both those Marines were down very deep in the red. That was a ninja pickup. So that was quite good. And going after this Bangling nest, he really wants to get rid of that. And now that that's gone, there's no Banglings on the field, and there's no way to make them. So the Redundant is in a much better position, not having to deal with those Banglings. And we're going to see the Evo chamber going down. There is an upgrade going up, but that never had a chance of finishing anyways. So Jumjum, GG's, and very good game. And if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button and possibly send me a replay to coldstarcraft@gmail.com.